and making it people's civic responsibility to do so.
You can sympathise with people, though, can't you? Because, as you said, I mean, I'll use the word rush, that's how many people see it. These trials happen very, very quickly. We do know that when you have a vaccine, normally it takes years, and also it's using this particular vaccine, very new technology, and we don't necessarily know the long-term impact. I mean, what do you say to people who have those concerns?
Well, you're absolutely right. It is new technology. It's an mRNA vaccine, but this has not been done quickly. It's been 20 years in the process, but obviously the regulatory approval has been faster. But I think, medicine is about risk-benefit, isn't it? And if you're in your 80s and you're at high risk of getting coronavirus and you're at high risk of dying, then clearly there is a benefit to being immunized. There are other vaccines coming online as well. This is just one of 6 others that will hopefully appear online very shortly. But what we have to do is to get those people who are most vulnerable, the elderly, those in the healthcare settings, to be immunized. And I think as people see these people being protected against coronavirus, I think those fears and worries will dissipate. And I think it's natural to be concerned about any new technology, but I am really confident that the licensing bodies here just wouldn't allow it.
And just touching on the logistics, you did mention that this has to be stored at a very low temperature. Are you confident from what you've seen today? I know it's only the first day, but do you believe that enough people will get this vaccine, the hospital will get the vaccines that they have asked for?
Well, as you've heard, obviously it has to be stored at something like -78, and that is a huge issue. So we need industrial-sized freezers, and those have been rolled out to the major teaching hospitals and the major hospitals around the UK. Now, the issue is then going to be, how do we actually split it up, get it into general practice, so that they can administer it to the public at large. Now, the MHRA is actually looking at how they split those boxes up, and this is part of what's called the cold chain. Now, the company is confident that this can be done and that you can send it out into those remote sites as long as it's used within 4 days. But obviously, they're dealing with huge logistical problems. I think what will be interesting is when these other vaccines come online, they won't need to be kept at such low temperatures. But it was paramount that we immunise people as quickly as we possibly could.
And